something that we had to establish in the counseling situation. If forgiveness is not really about the other person, forgiveness is about you. Jesus brings these points out about before you offer your gift at the altar, you need to go make reconciliation. If you don't forgive others, God won't forgive you. That unforgiveness becomes a burden that will literally eat away at your spiritual walk. It will eat away at your relationship with Jesus Christ, because you can't say that you love God and hate your brother or your sister or your spouse or your children or your parents or the church. I bring up the church again because of the reality in my own life. I am blessed in the reality that normally I can forgive people pretty quickly. I've forgiven people. I'm not bragging. Stick with me. I've forgiven people for lots of things. Some of the people that I have called friends have done terrible things, and I've forgiven them for it and gone on. But boy, is the issue of what the churches have done. I've shed my tears and spent hours putting messages together and doing hospital visits and doing counseling and preaching funerals and preaching weddings and doing baby dedications, only to have them literally spit in my face. Is the churches, do they care one little bit whether I forgive them or not? Absolutely not. They couldn't care less if I'm not, again, I don't mean this hyperbole. If I dropped dead while I was making this video, those churches and denominations wouldn't even blink their eyes. So why is it important for me to forgive? Because the forgiveness is dealing with what's going on in here, not what's going on with them. So we carry these things inside of us that leads us to these destructive attitudes. We can't get past it. Every time we begin to talk or we begin to go into any situation, these things immediately come up. But they did this to me. And God can't bless that. God can't bless you if you are in the depths of those attitudes. And so he says to you, you must first forgive. You must first deal with this issue. How the other person responds to that doesn't matter. If they don't say, I'm sorry that they didn't do that. But that doesn't make any difference. You have to let go of the grudges and the bitterness and all of these issues that unforgiveness causes.